Greetings, good people, and welcome to the beautiful island of Barbados. I'm super excited to be finally at this place. This is the home country of Rihanna, the origin of Ram, and I can't wait to explore this island and bring you along with it. First, I met one of the most amazing Team Tigress that's going to be showing me around. So let me introduce our guest, our host. This is our host today. Maybe you can introduce yourself.
I am here with African Tigress, and I'm happy to show her around our beautiful island of Barbados. So we're here in Bridgetown at the National Heroes Square, and we're going to be headed on to the west coast, the Platinum Coast, then on to the northern and eastern coast. So check out her videos for amazing content.
Thank you so much. But first thing, you mentioned that this place was recently opened. This place, you can show us around here?
We've just celebrated our national independence, our 57th year of independence, and this was opened for the first time Thursday evening.
Yes. So 2 days ago.
2 days ago, you were a day too short.
A little too late, but I'm here among the first people to visit.
But you are, yes. So you're one of the first to be experiencing this greatness of our island, where we have our national heroes here, where we celebrate them, our 11 national heroes.
You can walk through them
and you will see them.
Sure. And of course, this is the Parliament.
This is the Parliament of Barbados.
Yeah. So now they're calling this the National Hero Square.
National Hero Square.
What does this signify? Chains?
Chains, broken chains for freedom.
4 hours, work 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. Some people know that they do.
Hello.
Hi, hello. How you doing?
So we have the Right Excellent Samuel Jackman Prescott. We have Sarah Ann Gill. She was the only female hero until we added Rihanna. So now we have 2 females, yes. We have Clement Payne. Then we'll go around and we'll see some more.
All right, so I'm just gonna show this. If you want to see or read more about it, you pause the video.
And some of the words inside of our national anthem, you know, we sons and daughters all, we have them here inscribed on this.
Oh, okay. So I can see they're still doing some finishing up.
Yes, we're still doing some work to complete. And we have the Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers, which was one of our cricketing heroes here in Barbados and the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Charles Duncan O'Neill, and as you were being told, the Charles Duncan O'Neill Bridge.
Oh,
that bridge. The bridge here, that is the swing bridge. We call it the spring bridge, which it opens up to allow the yachts and the boats to go into safe harbor or go onto the seas.
All right. You know who I'm looking for?
Yes. And here we have your favorite girl, our very own Robin Rihanna Fenty. Yes?
Yeah.
So she is our most recent national hero and the second to be added to the only female we would have had before.
That's lovely. Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
So this is our main street here in Bridgetown. This is called Broad Street. So we have 2 streets, 2 shopping streets. This is Broad Street, and over on the back will be Swan Street. So this is usually the upper class street, and then we have like the, you know, the bargain street behind.
Oh, so this is like
this is the main
expensive
street,
luxury designer stuff.
Yeah, Broad Street, and then we have the bargain street on the other side.
Oh, I see Milano somewhere there.
Yes.
All right. I'm super excited to finally be in Barbados. It's like I'm still digesting it.
So this is our carenage, or as some people will call it, carenage.
Yeah.
So this is the carenage. Yeah.
What's that?
This is where we have like the calm waters where we have like the yachts, and so they dock here.
Oh, the yacht.
Yes. So,
Yacht. All right. So we're going to be driving
we're
around.
heading on down now to the west side of the island to explore
West side.
some of the luxury properties we have here.
Ooh. Does Rihanna stay there?
Yes, she does stay on the west coast when she's here.
Oh, really? Awesome. And we have our amazing assistant tour guide. Do you say assistant tour guide? Or how do we put it?
I would have been the assistant tour guide. Glenn is the tour guide, the official
Oh,
tour
he
guide.
is the main tour guide. You're going to be the assistant.
We were both, into tourism. So Glenn is now, he's still doing his touring. I am not doing touring anymore.
All right. You can say hi.
Hello, how you doing?
And introduce yourself.
My name is Glenn. I'm the best tour guide on earth.
All right, and that is it, the best, and no one has ever been, and there'll be none other like you. All right, let's get going. National Hero Square.
Yes.
So
All
if
of
they
our
have
local
more heroes, they're gonna add.
Yes, they will.
And thankfully, not all of them are political.
Oh, yeah.
Some are like sporting heroes and so on, like the
I
cricket.
would have showed her cigar over down the Sarah Ann.
So I'm going here because I want you to see Barbados has the oldest Jewish synagogue in the Western Hemisphere.
Oh,
It
okay.
was built in 1651. And it's still pretty much active.
So there's Jewish people in Barbados.
There were Jewish, they're all over the world. And they're not a large population here, but they were here in the early settlement times. Yeah.
Okay.
Normally we don't have shopping on a Sunday, but this is December, so in the city we would have some Sundays being open for shopping, like today during the Christmas season, because we are Christians, we observe Christmas, right? So
This place looks like all European cities.
Since you're a lady, you like shopping, you're gonna want to get the best prices, right?
Yeah.
So you want to avoid the expensive areas. See, it says Swan Street right there.
Yeah, I see Swan Street.
Right, this is the street that you get the best bargains.
All right.
Or the back street, like we mentioned.
The back street. Oh, yeah.
And you would see how busy it is. There's nothing going on the front street like you saw earlier.
Wait, because I hear block off. So this is basically, the everyday Barbados. For me, the boring. Because shopping is everywhere, right? It's nothing unique about this.
But you need shopping anyway.
Yes, but I'm not a woman, so. You women like shopping. I'm not really big on shopping, right? So you want to see the Jewish synagogue here coming up.
Okay.
Let him go. I was thinking to let him go because he will want to pause.
The best part ain't really here. The best part is when you get further out.
This is another military building, Burgundy?
No, it's not. No, it's not military. It's using the colors though.
Oh, okay.
So there are two angles. You're going to see a bit of it here once we clear this. See that pink building right there?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, the
We're
pink.
going to get close. You want to get out and get a quick picture, you can do that.
Okay.
That's the oldest in the Western Hemisphere.
Oldest?
1651, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were saying that it looks like old.
Yeah, old town. Like when I was in Europe, when I could see the old towns, this is what they looked.
The heavy influence.
Yeah, old town in different countries. This is what it looks like.
Okay, so you can see a slightly better look of it here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're interested in Jewish people and their religion and all of that, but
Oh, okay. So what's the largest denomination? Christian? What kind of Christianity?
well, like I said, I think the biggest denomination is Pentecostal.
And then the Anglican.
No, the Anglicans ain't really as high as. Not anymore. It used to be, but not anymore.
Anglicans.
Yes. But here's the thing. No. Then get back to the. You want to go on the West Coast?
Yeah.
So you want to pass my... I know why you're doing this.
Through that alley right there and come back onto the Bajan thing through the street light. There's too much dress right on.
So on weekdays, this place
That's
is
true.
very busy, right?
Sorry?
On weekdays, this area is quite busy.
On the weekdays, yes, it's quite busy on the weekdays.
I can still do it. I can get some cafe here. So Barbados, we have something like 150 plus different types of Christianities.
Really?
Yes.
150 types plus
More. In other words, it's more than 150.
for a population of
287,000 plus.
Not even a handful of where you can.
But listen to this, Barbados is number 10 in the world when it comes to how many people in a square mile.
oh yeah, it's one of the most densely populated
In fact, we have more than 5 times what China has.
in terms of population
We're
density.
talking per square mile.
Yeah. It's a beautiful island. Everybody wants to be here. So some would move here and, stay permanent.
And you will get your biases as you go across the islands because there's something unique about every island, yeah?
Yeah.
But we are the best.
The best island.
Yeah.
And we are different because we are like, if you look in the Caribbean chain, we
Yeah.
are aside from all the others. There's a chain of islands coming down and Barbados stands out on the right.
Yeah, on the map
Yes.
it's out a
Yes.
little bit.
And not only that, we're flat. Unlike all the other islands that are very mountainous,
Yeah.
we're very flat.
So no hiking.
We do hiking, but what we will consider like hills and stuff is not hills compared to the
Well,
other
we have hills,
islands.
not mountains.
Oh, you have
That's true.
hills,
We
not
have hills,
mountains.
not mountains.
Huh?
We have hills, not mountains.
Right. And that's because of how we were formed. All of our neighbors are volcanic, like St. Lucia, St. Vincent, they're all volcanic. But the beach that you saw, the sand, see how white the sand was?
Oh, I love it.
Right, but that's because we are made of coral limestone. So the sand you're seeing is like crushed coral limestone, basically.
Oh wow. Are these residential areas
These are
around
all
here?
residential heading towards the city. These are all the outskirts of the city. And this one parish is called St. Michael that has the city. This
Okay.
one single parish, we have 11, has about almost 1/3 of the entire Barbados population. One parish.
So which is the emptiest parish?
I think it's St. Thomas. Not St. Lucie.
St. Joseph, I think.
St. Joseph? That's the smallest one. She's from St. Joseph.
No, I'm not.
You're from St. John, huh? You know something? I can go this way instead. I can turn, yeah. All of these are like what you call the back street areas.
Uh-huh.
This is not as busy as the other one, but these are what I call the boring areas to me because it's like
People
everybody.
will normally come to these areas.
Yeah, these are not areas that we want to show off because it's so.
But this is where people also live.
You
Yeah.
still want to see it because you don't want to be showing all the nice parts of the island for people to have, the idea that, it's all glitz and glamour.
So like this is low economic areas.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have
Slum.
like extreme poverty in Barbados,
Yeah.
like some countries. But you always have areas where you have low income housing and how wealth goes.
Yeah.
Families have wealth, they pass it on to their children, and sometimes they pass on the knowledge what to do with wealth.
What is the minimum wage in
I do
Barbados?
not want to discuss my salary.
The minimum wage is 350 Barbados or 175 US per week.
It's very difficult to police it though because
But sometimes people do get less than that.
sometimes people come to Barbados illegally and then they can get exploited.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because our currency in the Caribbean is maybe the highest when you put to the US dollar.
1 to 2.
That's
Yes,
right.
and that's why you
Because people
find-
would come here and they would send the money back to their country where the dollar would go a lot further. So they get exploited. Straight up. Doesn't matter. It just might. Oops. So listen to this. What's your name?
Lynn.
Lynn.
Yeah.
All that we're driving on used to be water.
Oh, so the land was
This is the
reclaimed.
biggest construction project in Barbados ever.
Oh.
We're talking like a mile in a square, going a mile going that way, that way, that way, 1 square mile. And because of this, Barbados is now 166 square miles.
So what was it
It was
initially?
164 actually.
Oh.
All this was done to accommodate what we now call the Barbados port, where the cruise ships can come here. And we can accommodate up to 7 or 8 of these large ships. You see here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see some cruise ships.
Yeah. See here on my right, the Pelican Craft Center.
Yeah.
All this colorful stuff. This is to catch your attention if you're on the ships. It's been strategically put here that when you come to Barbados on a ship, you don't need to go very far to come and spend your money.
Oh.
It's called Pelican Island.
Pelican Island. Oh, so you coming, you can buy Bajan stuff here without
You bring
going
your
further
batik
into the
wear and
city.
like souvenirs and that kind of stuff.
Outfits.
Yeah. If you like fast food,
This is the number one.
it's number one.
Chafet.
Yeah.
I was told it's like the KFC of Barbados.
Yes, and you get your roti, just like how you have the chapati.
Yeah.
We have our chapati is called roti here, with potato inside, or potato and chicken, or potato and beef, or all beef wrapped up in it.
Oh, okay.
So you guys eat your chapati different.
So all of this. So what happened is when this construction was done, there was another industry that the guys that worked in that industry, they lost their industry and they were very angry.
Oh.
These guys, they were called longshoremen. But of course, the kind of money we get from the cruise ships, that industry could not.
Cruise ships in currently. That's why you would have seen people walking, going uptown. There are 2 cruise ships in port right now.
Yeah, I can see two.
Yeah,
One looks like that airline called TUI.
That's Thomas Cook. That's part of it. Thomas Cook Airline
Oh.
cruising line and stuff. So
That one, and I see Viking. There's like 3 actually. There's another one behind.
yeah, sometimes there are 5 in the port at one time.
So these are some of those cruise ships that you hear people
is more
start in
like-
America.
Here is more like where we have the pleasure or the tours on boats.
Yeah.
There she was asking about the cruise ship. Those are
Oh.
the pleasure boats, but the cruise ships, yes, are the ones that you would go to, not Florida, you would mainly go to Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands.
Oh.
Yes.
This is our number 1 cricket grounds.
Oh yes, that's the
Kensington.
Mecca of the Caribbean, they call it. That is
The Mecca of the Caribbean.
Yeah. This was built around 2006, it wasn't, I think it was?
Which sport is
2006
it? Tennis?
actually.
Tennis.
no
It's cricket.
Oh,
You see the
cricket.
guy in the front there with the bat and the ball?
Oh, yeah, cricket,
That's cricket.
yeah.
That's Gary Sobers, one of the
National
that I
heroes.
just showed you.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's a cricketing great.
Don't you have cricket in Kenya?
Cricket, no, we do. Yeah. We are athletes.
Yes.
We run mostly.
Marathons, I know that.
Yeah, long
But I thought that I saw Kenya
Zimbabwe is
in the
good.
World Cup cricket.
Zimbabwe and South Africa.
Yeah.
South Africa for sure.
Zimbabwe and South Africa mostly. in
Doesn't
cricket.
Kenya have a cricket team?
I don't know. We
Hold on,
do,
hold on,
but
hold on,
might
hold on,
not
hold
be
on.
as big. Our biggest sports are
Yes, they did this to
athletics.
me.
I could do it. Look, like
Just ask them if Kenya ever had a cricket World Cup team.
Maybe Kenya has a cricket team, but it's not very popular.
Yeah, okay.
What's popular is athletics and rugby, netball,
Okay.
yeah, volleyball. I think volleyball more than netball.
Interesting.
Volleyball. It will not
Caribbean hosted here. It's called the Sandy Lane Gold Cup, and you're going to pass Sandy Lane if you're on the west. You'll hear about that.
It's called what? Sandy Lane?
Sandy Lane.
Okay.
So it happens here.
Horse racing.
Yes.
And they race clockwise.
Yes.
Why so? It's just a unique way that they do it here.
Yep. If you observe around the world, the horses always go the other way.
Oh, okay.
So this is where we first hoisted. See that flag right there?
Yeah, I see the flag.
Right. That's where we first hoisted our local flag when we became independent from England. That was November 30th, 1966.
Oh.
So we lowered the Union Jack and we raised that.
Okay.
So out here has a couple of historic areas that, depending on what you want to do when you're here, if you want to get history, like here on my right, the Barbados Museum.
Okay.
You will see lots of artifacts and stuff in here. A lot of it going back to our African heritage as well, right here.
Okay.
You'll notice we have cannons here.
Yeah, I see canals.
Right, now that's because this part of my country, the ocean is kind of calm. So you would come into Barbados on the southwest, not on the northeast, because the northeast is very violent and you have reefs, so that would destroy your vessels. So we had all the military equipment over here for those who weren't welcome.
Okay.
So all this is part of the horse racing facility. I'm going to show you where the first American president, George Washington, stayed in Barbados.
Oh, when he visited.
He came here because of fake news.
What do you mean?
The fake news was that tropical climate could cure tuberculosis.
Oh.
He did not have the disease, but his brother, it was called Lawrence, his half-brother, had the disease. So they came here, hopefully to get rid of it, but it didn't work. He died. Now, when George was here, he developed smallpox.
Uh-huh.
Now, listen to this. So, first of all, see the yellow house there? I am not allowed to go in here.
Okay,
See,
George
it says the
Washington House, yeah.
See that yellow house right there?
Yeah, I see yellow. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, see, yeah.
Stayed here at this house.
Yeah,
We're
George.
talking 1751. He was here. Now, he was only 19 years old.
Oh.
So here's what happened. When he was here, he developed smallpox. Remember, he came to get rid of tuberculosis that his brother had. His brother died.
Yeah.
He got sick when he was here. Now listen to what happened. When he was here, as a young person, he was very interested in the military. This was not a horse racing track. This was where the British had their barracks. We still have the military stuff around here.
Yeah.
That's called the drill hall and so on. Here is the main guard. It's still military. The British used to come here and do their military drills, you know, the different movements, how they're going to go in war. And they said that George would come out here and just watch what they were doing. And he never knew that when he get older, that he would actually meet the British in the Civil War in the US.
Oh.
Now what happened is when that war broke out, smallpox was killing the US troops. But because George was here earlier, he had the, what you call the immunity. So he didn't actually die. And because he was here, he recognized the British formations in the war, and that gave him the advantage.
Okay.
So you notice this OS1.
Okay, that's good to know. So who's inside now? Like what happens inside there?
Now here is now, it's now a museum. You can come here on your own if you want to do a tour.
Oh, all right.
And it has been recently discovered that beneath this house there are tunnels called the Garrison tunnels.
Oh.
It's the longest network of tunnels outside the British Empire, running for almost 2 miles in various directions.
Oh, wow.
You can do that tour. It's a really cool tour.
Of the tunnels.
Yep. So you can do it at night. It's really kind of scary. You feel like getting scared.
Spooky.
See all these cannons here?
Yeah, I see the canals.
Right, now these were obviously looking at the ocean back in the days, but now it's just they're kind of a display.
Oh.
And this is one of the most impressive you will find in the Caribbean anywhere as far as military is concerned. Now these cannons have markings on them. Now recently they get repainted, so you're not going to see it, but the numbers will tell you how heavy they are. And believe it or not, these cannons, most of them are over 2 tons. Don't before they're very heavy.
Oh yeah, we have them at the coast of Kenya. I've seen them at the coast, at the port cities.
So whenever you see burgundy in Barbados like this is all military.
Oh, that
So
color
here's the main guard. Over there is what we call the Barbados Defense Force.
Yeah.
So it's only 1,800 men. So I have no idea who we're defending against.
Anyone who might want to come and take over.
Maybe we could defend against St. Vincent. See the trucks and stuff there? That's
Yeah.
all military stuff right there.
Oh.
So whenever you see burgundy colors in Barbados like this is all military.
All right. So all buildings, I can't build my house and paint it that.
I don't think it's a problem, but well, maybe they could just change the colors, but traditionally we always had these as burgundy. And to me, it's an ugly color. I don't see why you want to put your house in that. Why put it in that color?
Because it's the military.
Yeah, you don't want to look like military.
To scare people.
Question, you said Kenya, right?
Yes, I'm from
Are
Kenya.
you allowed to wear camouflage in Kenya?
No.
Not here either.
Yeah, most countries, they don't like that.
Your schools have the uniforms, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's why. The countries that don't have uniforms, they can wear camouflage.
Oh,
Notice the US don't do it, Canada don't do it.
yeah.
England has, I don't think England allows camouflage either, so in Barbados we don't.
They do in England?
You can? Yeah. I never checked, I don't think so, I know though.
Wow, this is such a beautiful, beautiful
You
place.
see the yellow house here?
Yeah, the yellow house. Oh, yacht club.
Yeah, this is where, yeah, okay. The yellow house here has been mistaken as George Washington House by many because when George was talking about Barbados, he would discuss the ocean. And they felt that he was staying right here because the ocean is right there. But remember, back in those days, we didn't have this wall because this club did not yet exist. The Barbados Yacht Club did not exist. It was not like this at all.
Oh.
So he could have seen all of this. This is as far as I'm concerned, this is the most beautiful Barbados beach as far as I'm concerned.
What's the name of the beautiful beach?
Sorry?
What's the name of the beach?
It's called, has two names, Carlisle Bay
Yeah.
or Browns Beach.
Browns Beach.
Yeah.
To you, it's the most. Oh my goodness, it
No.
looks so beautiful.
It's pretty, look at that. I'm here almost every morning,
Oh my
okay?
goodness,
Yeah,
it's so
beautiful
beautiful.
white sand, yeah. So this was named, it's called Carlisle, see the name there, Carlisle Bay? Can you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
So this is because of a guy from England who came here when we were first being settled. He was called the Earl of Carlisle. And what happened is that he conducted, if you look it up on the internet, it is called the Great Barbadian Robbery. No, he did not rob a bank, but what he did, he stole the entire island.
He stole the entire island?
Because back in those days, it was King James who was the king over the British Empire. And this guy and the king were friends. So when he came here, he fell in love with the island. So he took back a fake news story that the brothers from England who were at the time running Barbados, they were called the Powell brothers, that they were doing a horrible job and all of that. Yes. Well, this is our Prime Minister's residence right here.
Office?
Residence, sorry, office, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
okay.
So
Opposite
he took-
the most beautiful beach.
It is, in my opinion.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah,
I
they're all
like
pretty,
it.
but we all have our opinions, right? I
Yeah.
like this one. So what he did, he took back this story to the king who believed him. So the king said, okay, do what you gotta do. So he came back to Barbados.
Yeah.
He put his vessel out there. He invited the brothers on board for afternoon tea.
Yeah.
And once they were on board, he put them in handcuffs back to England. That was it.
And took over
He
the
stole-
island.
just like that. But he did not do a good job, all right?
Yeah.
But he actually managed. It shows you that politics is a matter of who you know and who knows you. Here is the most popular nightclub in Barbados. Now, I used to be a full-time musician. I've played here many times.
Oh.
And it went through different names. It's now called Harbor Lights. It used to be called Rachel's in the past.
Yeah.
It used to be called Club Carlisle after the area.
Is
It
it
is.
still popular?
Oh yeah, and it is said that almost every popular celebrity known to the Western Hemisphere has partied right here at some point.
All right. I should visit sometime.
What religion are you in Kenya?
We have different religions. About
You have like Igbo,
90.
Yoruba.
No, that's West Africa. That's the tribe. But religion is Christian, Islam.
Christianity. Okay, so
Yeah,
here in
Christianity
Barbados.
is most common.
Now watch this. Here is a Roman Catholic cathedral.
Okay.
Now, because Barbados was settled by the British, Roman Catholics are not prevalent in Barbados. It's only 4%. Because we were settled by the British, And we had the Church of England, the Anglicans. That would have been more dominant back in the days, right? We are the only island that was influenced only by England. All the other Caribbean islands, like St. Lucia, if you go to St. Lucia, you're going to go there, right?
Yeah, I'll definitely
You're
go
going to hear a kind of French way of talking.
Yeah.
It's called patois.
Uh-huh.
So St. Lucia was influenced 5 times compared to us. We're the only country, that's why we are called Little England. We were influenced once by England, that's it.
So the island did not change hands, so it was
Never.
just England
Only
alone,
England.
no France, no nothing.
All the others had France, Dutch, then we had the Spanish, the French, the Dutch.
The Dutch,
The Portuguese, there were 5 of them.
Dutch too.
Yeah.
Aruba, Curacao, and Dutch.
But we're the only ones that never changed hands from England. And that's why Roman Catholicism is not big in Barbados. It's only 4%.
So what's the biggest religion here?
Right now, I would say it's more like Pentecostal, I think it is.
Uh-huh.
So we have the evangelicals, the Pentecostal, the Baptists. They are more prevalent because, as you know, religion tends to get worked into the people.
Yeah.
And we are going into the city. So we just passed the Roman Catholic Cathedral.
Yeah.
We just passed the Bethel Cathedral. We have the St. Michael's Cathedral. No, you're not going to see it. And then there's one called the St. Mary's Cathedral. Now, classically, the word city means having cathedrals. It's not about the shopping.
Oh.
People think it's about shopping, right? City means having cathedrals. So here's where our first bridge.
The bridge house.
That one can move. See the arch right there? That cement arch, big cement arch right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, we are not allowed anymore to drive over that bridge. That bridge can move to allow these boats to get out to the ocean on the left.
Okay.
There's a second bridge coming up. Now it's called Independence Square because you're going to see our first father of independence. I'm going to slow down.
Of Barbados.
Yes, ma'am. He is called Errol Walton Barrow, and in my opinion, he's the greatest leader ever in the Western Hemisphere. Sorry, Mandela.
All right.
So that's a very good, what's the word, likeness of the guy.
Yeah.
He has the Constitution behind his back, and he is addressing Parliament over there. See that flag?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Fine. So that old building, it looks kind of Gothic. That's where we have our Parliament. That's where the politicians get together. So
looks British.
Sorry?
The building looks British.
The entire place, as you say, the entire city looks English.
Yeah.
Because we kept our British heritage. Now, that's the reason this water is called the Constitution River, because that building is where we forged our Constitution in Parliament. Right?
Oh, all right.
So this bridge cannot move. So when we go over the bridge, the water off to my side goes to the middle of the island where like the combination of like streams and tributaries give you river-like water. And it flows down here. It goes under the bridges out to the ocean on the left. So all this now, this is the what they call a UNESCO heritage area. And it's all about making the city a UNESCO heritage site. Huh? Yeah, she's talking about the bus. This is where the major bus terminal is. Because we are small, you have a very simple bus system. You have bus going to the city or bus out of the city, and that's it.
What about to the north, east, west, and all that?
We're going to head there.
Like buses going to the north, buses going to the east.
All around.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
It's one central location. We're only 14 miles wide, you know.
Oh.
We're 21 miles long, that's it. This beach used to be my favorite until I discovered the other one. I used to come here a lot.
You can cross that, she can see
This is a nice beach as well.
Very nice one.
It's not my favorite, but it's a nice beach as well.
What's the name of this one?
This one is called Brandon's Beach.
Brandon.
Yeah. And you see that thing out there, like a water, like a kind of a water park? In Barbados, there are no private beaches.
Really?
No such thing as a private beach.
That's what I like. I like
beaches.
the fact that in Barbados,
so here you
all
can-
the beaches are free.
Here you have a beach facilities, a restaurant, the full works. English, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Like,
That's because we were settled by England.
yeah.
And that's the other thing about the flag. That thing in the middle is the trident. Now, if you go on Google,
Wait, the thing at the middle of the flag is what?
it's the trident.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of fake news about what that trident means. If you go on Google and you ask it about the Barbadian trident, it may tell you it's the trident of Neptune or Poseidon. That's not true.
What
Because
is it?
Neptune and Poseidon are Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Barbados was never historically tied to the Greeks at all.
Okay.
But there are 4 icons that carry a trident. You have Neptune, his father is Poseidon, Neptune is the son. There's a religion called Hinduism,
Yeah.
and just like Christianity, Hinduism has a trinity. We have Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Hinduism has Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. If you look at Shiva, if you Google it, Shiva also has a trident.
Yeah.
The last one that has a trident is Britannia, Britain.
Yeah.
That's the trident of Britannia
Britannia.
here in Barbados. So it's not about
Greek.
Neptune.
All right.
Nope. So once we get past this roundabout, we are now going to be officially on the West Coast. All right?
West Coast.
Yes.
West Coast or Platinum Coast.
This is where we have some of the most expensive properties and hotels and restaurants and stuff like that. So there are 2 coasts for tourism, the west and the south, where you're staying close to the south, right?
Oh, okay.
So this one is the more expensive one.
Okay, I would love. Oh, I
You
would
got
love
this in
to
Kenya,
have
right?
coconut.
Here, am I right?
I would love to have
Coconuts?
some. I would want some coconuts.
Oh, but they're everywhere on the Sunday. So.